Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Come on in. I hope everybody's doing good. Welcome to Money in the Morning, aka Economic Elevation, aka Financial Consciousness. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and every morning we get together and we talk about our wealth and our families and our communities and our future ultimately, and how we're going to make Black people great again, and as if we weren't great all along. So anyway, you know what? I want to talk to you about Christmas. And so uh I'll, Christmas is coming, and we practice Christmas and stuff, and of course there's other holidays and Kwanzaa, and with tremendous respect for that, but we don't really do that in our house, to be honest with you. It doesn't mean we don't believe in it. I spoke at Milena Karenga's he has a I think it's like a bookstore down in South Central, and I spoke there a few years ago, and it was really awesome. I spoke there twice, and both times it was like sold out, totally packed, like hundreds of people in there, and just so many smart people down in that area. I love. I think South Central is one of my favorite places in terms of just Black people that just kind of get it and understand. And so, but still, I ain't gonna lie, we don't really do the Kwanzaa thing in the house, but we do the Christmas thing, and because we're all brainwashed, I guess. And one of the things about Christmas that's interesting is I think one of the best decisions I ever made, or the best adjustments I ever made, or I don't know how I got in this habit, is that I just don't really spend a lot of money on gifts. Because I've learned that the most valuable things you can give a person are things that money cannot buy, right? And so, um, you know, I want to first off, I'm sending out a text to you guys right now, letting you know that class is starting. So if you get a text from me, just ignore it. And so, literally, as you look at Christmas and you examine Christmas and you examine the fact that Black people are just the greatest consumers on the planet, in terms of us just really making other people filthy rich, I hope you'll sort of consider some alternatives as you go into the holidays. I'm not saying don't buy Christmas gifts, or I'm not saying you're a sellout if you do. In fact, I actually like the idea of making Christmas a memorable experience, largely because for kids, they like toys and they like the new stuff. They like the cool stuff, and it kind of sucks to not let them enjoy their lives when they're little. But there's always balance, right? And so the balance might come in the fact that, number one, money doesn't usually buy the most valuable things that exist in your life. That's the first thing I've learned about money after studying money for 30 years. And then number two, I think sometimes it's okay to let a kid just have a good memory, like based on like some toy that they really wanted. Because remember, we all have different levels of consciousness, different levels of economic understanding, right? So that little 6-year-old may not understand exactly why you're insisting on buying them shares of stock instead of buying them their favorite toy. That may be traumatic for them, right? So we don't want to traumatize the babies, but we need to elevate the babies and get them ready for the future. All right. So we're gonna do a quick little Instagram field trip, and so just to make my point clear, I made a big sign where I said I put myself in the middle of New York City and said I want everybody buying stock for their kids for Christmas, not just toys. This is not just a request. This is absolutely mandatory for anybody who loves their children. So if you love your children, then you will buy them shares of stock, and not just at Christmas. You'll buy it for birthdays. You'll buy it once a month. You'll pay it just like you pay the light bill. You'll buy shares of stock for the family. So give me a yes if you can agree with me. If you say no, then maybe I got to keep on talking until I convince you to at least consider what I'm saying. I'm saying this as a financial scientist. I'm saying this as an economic expert. I'm saying this as a person who studied money.